So here we are, Nick Cassidy, the last hurrah. It was the last hurrah a couple of years ago, actually, when you moved to Jaguar, and 2 years on, 30 races, 4 wins? I saw the little video they made for you. This is the last weekend as a Jaguar TCS Racing driver. How do you look back on your time driving for this esteemed team?
Yeah, it's super emotional, I guess, and it's going to be a bit of a strange weekend. I think it's really nice of the team and to come together with me and announce that, earlier this week, because I think there's a lot of positives to be able to talk about across the last 2 years. That's the way I look back at it. It's been a really, really good time. Ultimately, there's part of my heart where I hope it's not the last time I'm in these colors. You never know what's going to happen in the future. It's been really successful. Those statistics are great, but I hope we're going to add, a couple more numbers this weekend. That's always the goal, and try to go on a high.
Of those wins that were documented in that video, which was your favourite over these last couple of years?
The Riyadh one. That felt the most dominance, let's say, from start to finish. It was like that race was ours. And it was so early on in my time at Jaguar, which made it very special. But there's two really cool things, I thought. 3. It was at night. It's the first time that we played Love Story on the podium, which I thought was epic that evening. And 3rd, Backstreet Boys were performing that night in Riyadh, which I thought was mega.
Felt like your celebration party was the Backstreet Boys, just your private after party. Will Love Story follow you to wherever you go next in this paddock or another paddock, but we know it's this paddock?
I think that's more up to Formulary than me, but why not?
Has Taylor Swift ever interacted with any of the posts? You're too busy. Probably too busy.
No, with the posts, not. I mean, we've spoken about it over dinner a couple of times. She's quite happy that we play the song, and that's fine by me.
And Travis doesn't mind, that you're chilling with Taylor Swift?
He doesn't mind. I mean, if it was the odd drink and things went too late, obviously maybe a little bit upset, but when it's an early dinner, that's cool.
That's all right. Okay. And what about the boss, James Barclay? He's all right with you staying out late with these pop stars?
Depends on the evening.
Of course. Well, look, we've seen James Barclay celebrating Jaguar's successes in the past. No more to say about those celebrations, but obviously he departs as well at the end of this race weekend. What can you say about your time working with James? He seems like probably the most popular guy in this paddock.
James Bond's, right? Yeah, I mean, his history and I think, his statistics are a lot bigger than mine. He's had a much bigger role than I have in this team and played a instrumental, part of Jaguar's success coming back to motorsport. Obviously winning the World Championship, I think, was a really cool way for him to almost bow out. Everyone will miss him. That's for sure. I think he's the ultimate gentleman. He's the ultimate professional, and he'll have a lot of success with whatever he goes on to do next.
How easy is it for you to come back to London after last year? We saw it in the documentary on Amazon. Kind of tricky moments for you there. It's been a year. Has that memory faded?
No, it hasn't faded. Yeah, it is hard. It is. Yeah, it's not ideal. It was already hard. Season 9 was hard to come back from. That was tough. Last year probably tougher. So yeah, weird that time passes so quick. It's 12 months already. Things move on. I think on a positive note, I mean, I've had 3 of the 4 last pole positions here. It's my most successful track in qualifying, but it's my favorite, and I love the event. I think the atmosphere inside, pre-race, light show. Some performers, and the hype around it is absolutely awesome. So even though it does hurt, even though there are some memories that really sting, it's also super nice to be back here because it's an amazing event for me.
You can rewrite your London story this weekend. Obviously, it's the end of the duo, you and Mitch Evans. We know the story. If there's a situation where you're second, Mitch is first, do you think Mitch will let you pass to just right the wrongs of 2024 and go out with a win?
Oh, look, that's not expected. I think that's something you got to speak to Mitch about. But ultimately, we've had a great relationship this year. It's certainly been easier than fighting for the championship together. But yeah, on combined points, when you look at the two of us the last 3 years, it's been incredible. And so just super proud to have a partnership with him like I have. Yeah, I'm sure, he's going to continue to have strong teammates in the future, and I will as well. But he's at the top for me. He's the ultimate professional as well. He's extremely fast. It's very, very hard to beat in a race situation. He knows what's going on, and that's pushed me to another level, to be better myself, to always look for every little detail so I can be on that level of performance too. Proud that I think I've shown that I have been, and ultimately proud of the relationship that we've had and the points we've scored together.
And of course, if you do win here in London this weekend, you kind of start your relationship with Jaguar with a win, watching the Backstreet Boys. If you win here in London, you'll get to celebrate by watching Rizzle Kicks. Are you a big Rizzle Kicks fan? Have you heard of Rizzle Kicks before?
Yeah, I look, I don't want to say anything bad about the show. I love Formula E's here. It's awesome that we're in London and we got these people performing. But I got no idea who Rizzle Kicks is. So
they've got a song called "Down with the Trumpets." I think you'll love it. Maybe you should listen to it before you get in the car.
I'm sure I will love it, and that's not anything against him. I'm just not good with names. I'm not great with music. It needs to be pre-2000s. It needs to start with a 1990 for me to know what it is.
Oasis?
100%.
I don't think they're here.
No.
Maybe next time. Maybe next year.
Next time.
Finally, do we know? Can you give us an inkling as to what colour we might see you in next year? Which colour race suits? Maybe you can give us 3 different colours. We'll just guess.
You won't believe me, but I don't know the colour myself.
Right.
Yes.
Great. Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you back at the Formula E paddock next season. Have a great last weekend with Jaguar TCS Racing.
Thanks so much.